Life path number 3, guys. How are you all doing? This is Healing Hands. I'm so happy to be here. Doing your reading again for this month, and I always say this is a timeless read. Whenever you get to it is when you're meant to get to it. Okay, so life path number 3. Thank you guys so much for all the continued support for this channel, and thank you for.
I didn't understand that.
Oh, you don't need to understand it. Life path number 3 is all about understanding, right, Sari? Sorry about that. Life path number 3, we got a little interrupted. So, okay, your life path number 3 is that of the performer. Okay, you are the star. Life path number 3, you're the star of all the life path numbers. Okay, your life is all about being a showman, a performer. If you were born into this number 3 vibration, you're on a personal journey to express your truth. Your highest path will take you towards audiences who need to see and hear the vision of your heart. Life path number 3. Okay, you're naturally bright, you're playful, you're creative, and you represent the archetype of the child, which means you're a free spirit. Life path number 3. As a person, you're always on the lookout for fun. Life is a playground, and it's your job to dive on with maximum creativity and enthusiasm to every game you show up to. All right, other people tend to easily fall in love with your infectious, spirited charm, and you love to share it around. All right, you're a happy person. You're a go-lucky person. You know, and that power infects people around you. Your number is not afraid to take center stage. So if you're number 3 and you find that you're scared to be an entertainer, to be in the public eye, there might be some blocked chakra issues that you need to work on. There might be some self-esteem issues that you need to also work through, because your life path number is that of the role of the entertainer. All right, because you are so steeped in creative energy, and with a strong sense of expression, that you sure have the talent for any artistic creative thing that you put your mind to. Okay, your happy-go-lucky attitude, it may mean that at times other people don't take you as seriously as they should, or even as seriously as you take yourself. But you're a happy person. It doesn't matter what people think, you will always be happy. Life path number 3. Okay, guys, this month we're doing your reading a little differently. This change occurred in the last maybe hour and a half. Holy Spirit was like, we're doing something, let's do something around past life relationship reading for life path numbers. Okay, so I'm like, okay, we haven't done this before, it's the first time. I don't know what we're gonna find, but I'm so excited. This is gonna be interesting, guys. All right, so the purpose is to find out the soulmate connection that you currently have in your life right now. There's a situation in your life with a certain person or a group of people that you probably do not understand. You're questioning it, and maybe because some of the things keep repeating themselves, some of the cycles keep repeating and never closing out with whoever this person is, and maybe you've been asking spirit, and here you go. Here you've been guided to this reading. All right, this is a timeless read. Like I always say, whenever you get to it is when you're meant to get your messages. All right, it's not time specific, because remember, time is an illusion. So guys, this is for us to connect, uncover your past life connection with another person, so that you can shed light on why you interact with the person the way that you do, and be able to heal any karmic wounds and close out that cycle, so that things can start working in your life. All right, and in some cases with regards to continued relationship with this person. All right, life path number 3. So I will be asking a series of questions from spirit, and hoping to get answers. So the first question is, what is this thing that we're looking at? What is this relationship all about? Whose relationship are we talking about? What is the dynamic of this relationship? What is going on with this relationship? All right, this is loss here for life path number 3. So some of you might be dealing with some kind of loss or heartbreak, So the issue might be issue around maybe the person has broken your heart before, or maybe you've been at a point in a relationship with this person where you felt like you were gonna lose them, or where you felt like you've lost something, or there was fear. Okay, because I'm sensing the fear now. All right, and the situation could also be a situation around commitment, or being able to commit, or having that person commit to you, or regarding a current commitment that you have with somebody. Some of you, it might be domestic partnership. Some of you might be a marriage. Some of you might be some kind of commitment. All right, something that you're expecting will lead to a long-lasting kind of relationship with that person. Okay, so this reading is about that situation. So if you don't have any of this situation in your life, it's okay. This reading might not be for you. Sometimes I can't even relate to my reading sometimes because I'm not that life path number, right? But if I'm that life path number, I always find out it resonates with me one way or another, right? Because what we're collecting or picking up is the collective energy of whatever the situation is. And as a medium, I'm picking up the energies from even your spirit guides that are here that want to communicate. So I'm translating that with the help of a tarot. I don't need a tarot to, tell you what I see or what I hear, or the messages that keep coming through. But I like to use the tarot because I think people believe what they see. All right, it's one thing to tell people word, and it's another thing to be like, oh, see the way it flipped out, it wasn't me that flipped it out, it was the Holy Spirit. Poop, they just flipped it out, and here's your message, and it has to do with some kind of commitment. Okay, so now what is the obstacle between you and whoever this person is? What is the obstacle between you and this person? Let's find out. Holy Spirit, what is the obstacle in this relationship? What is the issue? What are they dealing with? What is the thing holding them back from moving forward? Okay, I think I have a few cards that wants to come out. So some of you, the obstacle, there is a guys, there's a yin yang situation here. If you all are very familiar with the twin flame thing, so this might be a twin flame journey, a twin flame relationship, a yin and yang type of relationship, or relationship where there is this strong soul affinity to another human being that you like. You've gone through some kind of loss, or there's some kind of commitment that you were expecting that you did not receive, or it might be impacting some kind of commitment. And some of you might feel like maybe you've put in so much and you didn't get anything back. But Spirit is saying like the obstacle is, maybe some of you might also be in relationship, as I'm being told now, and thinking this person is your twin flame, and they are not. Wow. So some of you might be in a situation where you're thinking somebody is your soulmate. And you're looking at it that it's going to be a loss if you leave the relationship or if you walk away. Some soulmates, we're not meant to dwell there. We're not meant to sit there with them. We're meant to leave them behind. So we're meant to just, if somebody is not treating you right, you're meant to walk away. You're meant to hold your head high and go. But you're meant to make sure that you sit down and ask yourself, have I learned all the lessons? What was my path in this, or my role in all of this? How could I have changed this situation? Could it have gone a different way? Could I have communicated better? Could I have done better by this person? Is it entirely their fault? Have I no part to play in any of this? And then when you begin to self-reflect, you can begin to heal, because then you understand what your role was, and you can admit it to yourself and to the Holy Spirit around you, all right, or inside of you. Okay, so this has to do with a yin yang situation. The next card says a woman holding a heart. So the obstacle might be with regards to somebody sharing their heart, sharing their love in this relationship. And the third card says blossoming abundance. So some of you might also have to do with money. All right, so maybe there's a situation that the obstacle, what's making this whole thing not work or go the way that it's supposed to go or is meant to go, has to do with making money. And this is a message I'm getting right now. And it might be for a specific person. Now, you all have to understand the law of attraction, and you have to understand that when you are in a partnership with somebody, if both of you are not equally like balanced, if both of you are not aspiring towards the same goal, how can you achieve your aim? Even the Bible, for those of you who are Christians, says something like, can two walk together but they agree? So sometimes we read some of this holy book, like we don't read between the lines, and we just read with plain eye, not understanding what they say. Can two work together but they agree? So if there's no agreement, it can't work. As in, the outcome will not be what it's meant to be. Once two people are aligned and you believe in the same thing and you're working towards the same goal, not a situation where one person is dealing with some kind of hurt, like, oh, I don't know, is she gonna leave me? Is he gonna leave me? Am I gonna be heartbroken? So that vibration is already low. And maybe this one person is excited, like, yeah, I'm ready to go. And this person is like, so because you're not on the same vibration, there is no way for you to, as a collective, as a unit, as people who have agreed to be in a partnership and combine your energy together. All right, so you're not able to achieve that outcome because both of you are not vibrating on the same frequency. So that is very important. Now let's find out what the attitude, attributes, or fears that you carried from your previous life into this life with regards to whatever the situation is with this person. Jeez, wow, are you kidding me? You carried all of this? Guys, give me a minute. We have a lot. All right, so things that you carried into this lifetime based on your interaction with this person in your karmic past as well. This is a karmic present also, but some of the things that attitudes or attributes or fears that you've carried with you into this life is one of them is the inability to close out this cycle, close out whatever this is with you and this person. All right, to properly, or should I say, understand the dynamic and close it out. And that's why I mentioned earlier about self-reflection, and I had no idea why I said it when I did, but now I understand. So in order to close this thing out, some of you have actually succeeded in healing your relationship with whoever it is you're dealing with, but you still haven't been able to successfully close out that karma with that person. And like I said, if you can do your self-reflection and ask yourself a bunch of questions, interact with your guides and your Holy Spirit and be like, what, did I do anything? What have I done? What's my part? Could I have made this change or difference? The outcome different for this? What could I have done better in terms of next time? Do I need to apologize? Or do I need to walk away with my head held high? You have to do that self-reflection to be able to close out this cycle with this person, or close out whatever the discrepancy is, whatever it is, that you're feeling, the loss or potential loss of. Okay. Another thing that, attitude that you brought with you or fears has to do with, this is the Knight of Sword. And in this deck is different. The image will tell the story. All right. It talks about, you having been in a fear or flight mode all the while with this person. Okay, so that fear or flight mode about this person created some kind of fear of abandonment issues, and we needing to heal those abandonment issues in this lifetime. So issues of and that's what I'm getting, fight or flight. Okay, so that's one of the attitude or fears that you brought with you. Also, all the fights, the unnecessary arguments, heartaches and pain and everything, you're still holding on to the past, holding on to all of that. You brought that back with you in this lifetime. Okay, also you've also brought back the need or the want or desire that you have within you for a new beginning, a new form of relationship, a new love relationship with this person. You wanted to be able to create balance in your relationship. It seems like you wanted, oh my God. And you guys, we're getting a very strong twin flame feeling. All right, for those of you who are sure you're already in a twin flame relationship, so part of the fears, or should I say attributes or attitude that you brought with you, for those of you who are actually in a twin flame relationship, okay, is the need, the desire for you to unite or reunite with whoever this is. Okay, for those of you who are in a relationship with the wrong person and thinking you are in a relationship with your right karmic twin flame, maybe some of the attitude or fears that is around not being able to unite or meet that person in this lifetime. So this is one of the fears that you brought with you in this present life. Okay, so there's a very strong reference to soulmates, twin flame relationship. Another thing talks about strength. So I think I mentioned strength earlier, and something you brought with you in this lifetime is the strength that, listen, I'm gonna be able to work on this in this lifetime. I'm gonna be able to close this out in this lifetime. And I think that's what you're working towards. But the thing is, sometimes we can get disillusioned, we can get lost in the midst of all this. All right, we can get lost, and sometimes it can get very confusing. And then sometimes we just need is the little assurance or reassurance to keep it going, to keep moving. Some of you might feel like you need to disengage from a relationship that you don't need to, because they are rubbing you the wrong way, and you feel like, I don't need to take this, I gotta go. But sometimes remember that what they say about iron sharpeneth iron. And every relationship or soulmate relationship in your life is meant to teach you a lesson. It's meant to do something positive. It's meant to rub you and shine you and polish you and make you turn you into the best version of yourself. So you shouldn't be afraid to experience those, friction, because at the end of the day, you're going to come out a better version of yourself, a quality you, basically, is what I'm hearing. Okay. Another fear that you brought with you is the fear of rejection. Like I said earlier on, abandonment, also lack of fulfillment, and feeling like you're not happy with the situation, because this is the Five of Cups, and it talks about somebody who is not happy about what they've lost. They're concentrating on what spilled, what lost, and they're not really realizing that there's something behind them that is full. There's two full cups, but the person is busy concentrating on what they lost. Okay, on this loss here. Okay, so that's one of the fears, and this I'm not surprised this came up. So there's some kind of loss, a sense of loss, maybe from your previous life or interaction with whoever this is, or it might even be in the current lifetime. Maybe there's some kind of sense of loss that you have regarding I'm hearing also hopelessness in a situation, that you're being asked to have strength and keep persevering and keep working through it, because you all are meant to shine one another, and there's a huge lesson that you're meant to be, to learn. And as you keep shining one another, you keep polishing and making each other a better version of yourself. All right, so what is the general advice for life path number 3? Thank you, Holy Spirit. It says something about distant thunder. It says clear the air. So maybe it's time for you to clear the air. You know what, I'm saying it's time for you to clear the air. Maybe communicate with the person. Maybe let go of the past. Maybe, forget about what could be holding you back, or the okay, now I'm hearing, forget about the loss and the cups that have been spilled, and the wine, or the good times, or the whatever that has been lost in this relationship. Don't focus on the loss anymore. All right, Spirit is nudging you in the direction of, listen, stop focusing on what you've lost. Concentrate on what's in front of you and how you can rebuild this relationship, how you can make it work, because you and that person are, twin flames. You're meant to be together, especially for those of you who have met who I am talking about in this lifetime. Some people are not lucky enough, so they will not meet them, but some of you have met them, some of you know about it, some of you don't know. But in case you don't know, you can go Google twin flame and keep learning, guys. All right, so is there any other advice that we have for life path number 3? All right, so life path number 3, the Holy Spirit is nudging you here and letting you know there's no place like home. Your twin flame is a familiar person. It feels like home to you, because there's a calling there letting you know, listen, there's something about this person, like I know them. We're meant to fit together like hand in glove. We're meant to be together. I know that. I feel it in my stomach. All right, they are familiar to me. All right, so because of the knowing, they're being asked to continue working on this, have strength, perseverance, fix it, put in some effort, and also consider the decision point that you're at right now. Some things are not worth walking away from. Some are worth walking away from. So you're at a point where a decision is needed for you to make, with regards to this situation or this relationship or situationship. Life path number 3. Thank you guys so much for being a part of my soul tribe, for all your wonderful support and continued support. I appreciate every one of you guys out there. I hope this reading made some sense for you. Please subscribe if you haven't yet. Please remember to click the like button just to encourage me and keep pushing me along my way and my path. And I really thank the universe for the wonderful opportunity of interacting with every one of you on this platform and on this level, and for being a blessing to the collective and helping to guide a lot of you on your life path. Okay, all right, this is Healing Hands. Thank you so much. Life path number 3, you guys are awesome. Bye.